This is Energinet, the so-called TSO, Transmission System Operator. Energinet is a public company that owns, develops and operates the Danish electricity transmission grid. On this map, you can see how they secure the day-to-day and long-term security of supply by balancing electricity production and demand through long-term planning and electricity markets. This is their control room. This is where the magic happens. It is staffed 24/7, 365 days a year. However, only a selected few employees work here, and a lot of the information shared in this room is highly confidential. It is their job to ensure that citizens and companies have access to electricity, minute by minute, today and in the future, with 100% renewable energy. We are now on board a helicopter and going offshore to visit one of our green energy sources. In Denmark, wind and solar energy already covers around half of the Danish electricity demand. The Danish Parliament has set high climate goals: 70% CO2 reduction by 2030 and a climate-neutral society by 2050. This is, however, easier said than done. With a fossil-fueled electricity system, you can turn the production of electricity on and off according to the demand. That is not the case with electricity based on energy from the wind and the sun. The production of electricity depends on whether the wind blows or the sun is shining. We have now arrived at an offshore station. And as you can see, the wind is blowing and the turbines are generating electricity. But what happens when the wind doesn't blow? Renewable energy depends on the weather and has made us rethink our electricity grid. One of the key solutions is to connect the grid to neighbouring countries. This is the Endrop transformer station, where electricity from renewable energy is integrated into the high-voltage grid and sent to consumers in Denmark and Holland through the Cobra cable. Energinet has a number of interconnectors that are able to send electricity from renewable energy sources to consumers in Denmark and through interconnectors to neighbouring countries. The transformer stations also provide information on the system stability of the grid to the control centre. This information in combination with the electricity markets make it possible for the control centre to uphold a high level of security of supply with fluctuating production and a more complex electricity system. We are now back at the offshore station. On this map, you can see the interconnectors. It visualizes how Energinet employees use the information from transformer stations, interconnectors, and electricity markets to balance the system every day, with neighbouring countries to match demand and supply. Electricity markets provide the flexibility for efficient integration of renewable energy. Low prices increase consumption and reduce production, and high prices decrease consumption and increase production. Thanks to Energinet, Danish consumers have electricity in their sockets 99.99% of the time. However, to meet the Danish government's climate goals, the grid will have to handle a high level of renewable energy in the future. A large share of the increased production will come from offshore wind, and we have to be connected to the grid through new solutions such as energy islands and flexibility from Power to X. The complexity and flexibility in the new system will increase, and automation and digitalization are necessary tools for efficient balancing. Furthermore, intelligent access and use of data will be just as important as electricity markets for integration of renewable energy. One thing is certain: we look forward to solving the challenge.